Donald Trump's administration has consistently dismantled all the organs of government that were combating human trafficking, child trafficking. Of course, the administration embroiled in their own human trafficking with the Jeffrey Epstein stuff. This has not gotten enough attention, in my opinion, that they are doing irreparable damage to decades of progress that we have made in this country for the fight against human trafficking.
Yeah, and I know this is an issue that obviously you have dealt with, through your practice of law. It's something kind of very close to your heart. And what we're seeing, Jamie Raskin, about a few days ago, I guess, put out this amazing paper where they just outlined exactly what this administration has done. And a lot of it has to do, going back to the DOGE cuts, we're cutting the funding for this office, we're cutting the funding for that office, we're getting rid of all of these individuals. And at the time on paper, oh, look, we've saved all this money. Looks great. When people actually start to read into the things that have been cut, the people that have been laid off, we're talking about nearly the entire government's ability to track human traffickers, to prosecute them, to hold them accountable for what they're doing. In other words, they're letting these people off the hook.
Well, and it can't be a surprise because, again, Trump himself has been implicated with the Epstein files, and famously, we're no closer to getting that information than we were, when he was running for office. The representative from South Carolina was recently stepped down. He is under indictment for several counts of human trafficking, these Colombian girls, and he was, of course, a Moms for Liberty award winner in 2023. I mean, every time we see this, it's a MAGA person. And so now MAGA is dismantling the anti-human trafficking efforts of this country, whether it be in the State Department, whether it be through grants to local law enforcement. They have systematically targeted this. There is no question that they have.
And look, I have to read this list because this is so powerful. This is what the administration has done. They have gutted federal offices designed to combat human trafficking, domestic violence, and sexual violence against women and children, terminated programs and grants designed to support the victims and survivors of human trafficking networks and crimes of sexual violence, made it systemically harder for law enforcement to prosecute sex offenders and dismantle sex trafficking networks, repeatedly used the powers of office to pardon individual sexual predators and give official protection, aid, and comfort to accused rapists and child pornographers, and rewarded numerous individuals who have a personal history of sexual predation and domestic violence by appointing them to his administration and elevating them to senior positions within the government. And we know the individuals he's talking about. Of course, famously, Pete Hegseth. During his confirmation hearings, all of this horrible information came out. Of course, Hegseth was never charged or prosecuted or I think even arrested or investigated for any of it. So it is all, alleged. But then you also have Kennedy and the babysitter that came out last summer and said, listen, he made some very unwanted and inappropriate advances, some inappropriate touching, nothing necessarily sexual, but touching her in ways that made her feel uncomfortable. Trump himself found liable, financially liable for the assault on E. Jean Carroll. I mean, this is an administration that if you were to learn that, hey, they're dismantling, victims of sexual violence programs, you'd be like, oh, yeah, obviously. Look at these guys. So it's not shocking, and it's almost a little too on the nose for these people as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.